Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now, I'm here today now because I want to do this, it's a challenge that Brooke is doing, and it is a slow stitching for the soles, I think that's what it's called, and I really love this sort of thing, as you know, so here I am having a go too. I think my husband might have closed the door. Anyway, I think the wind might have did that. I hope the cat wasn't near there. But anyway, so I'm in Australia, and I want to show you what I have done so far. Now, if you've watched my channel, you'll know that how I put these pieces together, because it's the same sort of way as what I did the squares, and I haven't got it in here. The squares, I've actually put the squares into the piece, but we'll look at that in another day. Okay, now. I started off doing the coaster thing, right, and I have showed you how to do different stitches but actually putting it together too. So this is how this goes together, same sort of way, sort of, okay. Now it's just on a piece of thin lawn, or like cottony lawn sort of material, only very thin, and it has on a wadding sort of thing that you put in the quilt. But I didn't want to do that because I intend to do a little bit of, everybody's got their own preference, okay, so I didn't want to do that. It's fairly long. I'm not going to actually go to the full length of it, I don't think. We'll just start out with this bit anyway today, so, or what I've got to show you so far. But I did yesterday on a video where I had my self way out of the shot, so I've got a different camera angle here today, which is really cool. I think you might be able to see what I'm doing. Hope so. Camera sitting fair here next to me, fair here, you know, and I can fix it or whatever. Before I had it right over there, right over that way. Where's that thing? I was way over there. Yeah. Anyway, so let's have a go and see if we can do this today. Now I just want to finish this off here, and then I'm going to show you what I've done on here so far. I'm just going to end this bit off because I was doing it and I thought I'd better move myself into the room here and do a bit of this. It's a really nice day here today. My personal self's not really nice. I just sleep deprived yet again, but anyway, you have a couple of good days, a few bad days, and good days and bad days. In nights, I mean, you can't sort of pick them, can you? But anyway, I'll be fine. So I'm just going to pull that through to the back. Actually, what I usually do, if I don't bump the camera now, I hope to have something like this handy as a rule. It's a very, very, very fine crochet hook that I have been playing in the glue pot with by the look of that. Okay, so I'll just go through under my stitches here, and I'm just going to pull that through there. Hook that round and pull it through, and then go through there again, and that makes a good knot, and you don't have to worry about if you leave any tails, you can just do this and knot them up, okay. So Rachel, who is Roxy Car Creations, is doing this. Suzanne, who is oh, come on, Sonia, I can't think. Sorry, Suzanne. I'll put the ladies' links below this. I will do it. I always say I'm going to, but I'm going to do this. I've got to do this. I've got to give people credit where, you know, where I'm getting the inspiration from. So I've got a little bit of what's the name, fabric, you know, furnishing fabric. This is a bit of wool fabric. Beautiful love wool. It's only very thin, which is really nice. I bought it actually in a bag, a whole lot of different colours. Well, they were sort of darker than this. This was probably, there's a few bits of light, but anyway, for a couple of dollars, and it's just worth a lot more than that. And anyway, this is a piece of, it looks a bit like cut work, but I think it might be Casaguidi. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that. And this is a piece of ticking, a little bit of burlap, and it's a creamy colour. It's got a little gold fleck through it. There's another bit of furnishing fabric, a piece of off of a bit of cotton fabric that I've got. I just wanted a bit of flower. This is a bit of fake faux suede sort of stuff. There's another bit of that wool, and that piece there is finishing fabric. So I've just put them on there, and so far I've got about 16 inches worth of bits, right? And then I put on a piece of lace down the bottom here, okay, and I've started doing pistol stitch on there, and I've done some slow stitches, like, well, some straight stitches along there. Now, I don't know if I really like this, but that the colour, I want to try, what I'm trying to do is steer away from what not purposely, but I thought I'd like to do something in these tones, you know. I want yellow, green, and light creams, and, you know, things like that. I was going to say purpley mauve too, right? I'm going with a purpley mauve creams. These colours here, okay? Sorry about that. I might have a mouthful of water, probably too much talking. Okay, so we can try and do, I want to do a few more stitches of this pistol stitch. Now this is really easy, it's just like a French knot that I've showed you before in the past. It's just like a French knot. Now I want a good needle, I don't want anything that's going to, I love to sew with something that's sort of reasonably thin, and not going to be too thick. The thicker it is, the harder it is to push through your fabric if you've got a lot of layers, okay? So I need some more of that, and I did have that with me, no? Yep, here in this box of boxes. I do have boxes of bits here and abouts. So now I've got my arm in the shot with no, you can see this still, can't you? Right, anyway, we're just doing this first, we're finding this first, then we'll worry about other things. So I've got that one. I don't think I had any more of that off there, so I'll just put that over here somewhere. Right, I've got a little pile of stuff here. I must admit, I'm not, I haven't put it back in the cupboard. I'll just get hubby to help me later to put it back in the cupboard, because some things went up a bit higher than what they are. Anyway, so I'm going to put this on here. Now, I'm looking to brighten this bit of it up, because I don't think I'm liking, I've got two strands. I don't think I'm liking what, oh dear, I hope you're going to be able to see this from my hands, they're in the way. Two strands, so I'm just going to pull that off there. And I might have to move this camera in front of me again. I'm thinking, I thought that at the side it might be easier, but I'm going to get my hand in the road all the way through this, aren't I? Now I'm going to make a knot. Now this is a lot easier to do on a hoop, but I can't put this in a hoop because it's too, well, I can, but it's very thick. So you just come up through the back. I needed to show you how to start this off though. And all you do now is just like you do in your French knot, and you wrap it round there like so, 3 times I like, and I will take it out there like that, okay? And push it down in there and just pull it, and there's your pistol stitch, okay? And I might do a couple of smaller ones just in here. Probably don't want to fill it up too much. You sort of need a bit of a, I don't know, a little bit of background sort of coming through there, I suppose. That one. Up through there. Well, basically what I did was I just started out by putting one that way, one that way, one that way, and one that way, and then left that little bit in the middle. If you want to put a button or something in the centre of that, you can start by doing, can you see what I'm doing? Oh, good. Right, you can start by doing a little circle if you like, and we'll put the button in there, whichever you like to do. But I just want to check this now, see if I haven't got this too. I have to look at the time too, eh? It's very confusing. I still haven't moved that clock. You think about these things when you're here. Think about them after. 1, 2, 3 wraps, and then just take it out there and put it down out there. Like when we did the French knot, we'd have put it down fair near where we come up the thread. Okay, so there's this one. I'm just going to try and watch this and see if you can see what I'm doing. I am trying to watch what I'm doing. Okay, got it. Yep. Now, it is fun. I do love to do embroidery, as you well know. It's one of my favourites. I spent a lot of years doing it. I do love doing it. So, and patching things. So now that looks pretty good. What do you reckon? It's about right. There you go. Doesn't that look good? So I don't know whether I'm going to put a button or what I'm going to put in the middle of mine. I'll see when I get to that bit. I just want to try and get some... I'm going to do small sections at a time if I can. I mean, the lady's got... Anne's got this series up there where you can do one thing a month, right? And she's been putting them up a bit sooner because, you know, for people to have something to do. Now that's sort of puckering up a bit, so I think I'm going to unpull that. I'll just take these stitches out I've got along here. Right, this is basting stitches or tacking stitches, and they're not tight or anything, or they're not fastened down. I like to do that, so then if I want to go along there and pick them off, I can, just to so I can get it to take it undone a bit. Okay. Just bubbling up there. I'm not impressed. Take this bit off here too. Well, you can fix things, you know. You don't have to settle. You can fix it. There's a piece under there. What's making it look lumpy? There you go. Now I can put that down again, but I think what I'm going to do is put the stitches that I'm going to actually put in there, or I'm going to have something on it. Let me put something on it. I need to brighten this bit up here because I'm not quite happy with what's there, but and everybody knows, well, mostly if you just watch me, you would know that, you know, this is a straight stitch, you just in and out there. So I'll show you a bit of that in a minute when I decide what I'm going to put here. Okay, now you see that I made these buttons. I made these buttons out of fabric. They're real easy to do. I have a tutorial on that. I don't know if I did this one. I might have done. I hope so. And I just covered a button with a piece of fabric. And these ones here have got stuffing in them, filling. So they're nice, but they're not for here because they're not going to suit. Then I made this one here and this one. I don't know if I'm excited about the colour of those yet or not. So, but anyway, I want to do something a little bit brighter here, and that I should pick out something that would be yellowish. So we've got suffles too, right? We've got to make some suffles. Will I do that now or not? I suppose I should. I could do, I might do the suffles, but I need to put a brighter colour on this bit. Give this a bit of a lift along a bit, eh? That's a bit, it's a green. No, I've got purples and greens and yellows that I want to use. We can also add different other things. You don't have to use just those particular colours. But I need it to go together, you know, how everything's got to go. How I feel that way. Anyway, I do. What am I thinking now? I'm thinking about what I need to do. I know we did stitches. She did stitches, and she did this straight stitching on there, and she did buttons. I don't think she made buttons, but she did buttons. She's got tutorials on all the stitching that you need to do. So we need to put on some of these little paper pieces too. These little ones here. So what I'll show you how to do those. And we'll see what we can do with them. I put all this together, this bit, and then I thought, oh dear, look, I'll go and have a look at material. And I've been looking for it and I found some absolutely amazing stuff. And but you know what? I need to do this. I need to stick with this, don't I? I'm like a bee. I've got to fly around all over the place, but I really need to stick to this. Okay, so a hexagon we need, and if we don't have, I bought them in the packet. I'd say you'd be able to get them reasonably cheaper online than what I paid for them. Maybe not. Things have got a little bit dearer lately. But I've got a whole heap more somewhere. But I bought mine online, and not online, I mean at the shop that we had here, but we don't have any more. But you can buy them in any patchwork place, or you can make your own. And shows you how to actually do it, to make your own very easy. But also I've gone on the internet and printed off the shape and just put a whole heap of shapes on the one page and print them off and then cut them out, because you need them, so that's what we would do. Alright, so I'm going to get a piece of I get a piece of yellow. I know I've got a piece of yellow here. I've got the yellow, and I've got this really nice flowery one here. That's gone too far the other way, so you go from one extreme to the other, don't you? I don't know whether to put any other colours on but these ones that I'm using. But anyway, I'm going to try this yellow here and see what this is like. Now you want to use something that's reasonably thin. You don't want nothing that's too thick, because you want to be able to sew it, and you want it to not be too bulky, because you've got to sew it down. So we need a pin on that. I had these really, really nice little tiny pins, and when I go to get one I can't find one, and when I don't want them they're sort of there, eh? This is not one, but it'll do. So this is just a piece of cotton fabric that I've got here that I'm doing this with. Okay, yeah, you can still see me, that's cool. Okay, so we'll go up around here. Sorry about my hands, they're getting a bit old. My fingernails are growing really good though. That's alright, isn't it? So, just as well, I've never been one to go to get my fingernails done. I've only probably had it done twice or something in my life. And they seem to be hanging on themselves really good this time. They're growing, well, when I do a lot of cleaning in the room, I break them because I'm picking up things the wrong way. I hope that's done nicely. I can't use that bit of thread. I'm going to get a piece with the yellow on it, just so I can't see what I'm going to just pull off a piece of this. And Anne did say, which I probably should do myself more often, think about, is you don't use too long a thread, because it gets all cobbled up in everything, and it does. And then you spend more time cobbling it. Cobbling, if that's a word. But anyway, so we're just going to do this. I've only got one strand. I'll do this first, okay. So this is paper piecing, and I have done it before a lot of times years ago, and Anne showed us this way to do it, so I'm going to do what she did. And for the ladies that do patchwork, well, we're doing it this way, but the way that I learnt to do it was you did not pick up your paper. You just sewed the actual thing itself. How do I explain that? Well, Anne showed us to do it this way, right? So I'm going to do this one this way, because you do take the paper out, right? You're not going to leave that in there, that comes out. And we'll get to that, because I'm just going to, I always want to follow bits that she's doing and show you what I'm doing. Because I like to put up tutorials, and I just feel like doing this sewing at the moment. So what you're doing is you're just turning over that piece there of material. Now you might see that I've actually cut that a fair bit bigger than the thing itself, than the paper itself, and you need to do that because you don't want to end up with the tiny little bit that you're swinging onto trying to get it to go around the corner. If you're trying to be thrifty with the fabric and you've only got a tiny little bit to turn over, it won't make you very happy, just threading the needle there. So, and it's getting really hot in here too. It's going to be about 29 here today. That's really good. Hubby he likes the sun but last night it was really warm in the bed. I had to take one of the little blankies off. I had 2 small blankets on, but they're not too thick, but I couldn't sleep and it was too hot, which is weird. I know that's because it's autumn here, but it's been really good. We have some cold days, but it's been really good. Now that was a whole heap of rubbish I just spat out there. So sorry about that. Ah dear. Well, see now I've got a lot. I've got a lot of room. I've got a lot of get the pin out there. I've got a lot of fabric here, so I can turn it over, and I've got plenty of room to do something with it. You know, if you've got a tiny little bit and you're hanging in there trying to get it to turn over, keep it down. It's not fun. It'll be one bit fun at all. So cut it a little bit bigger. I've got a fair bit. I've cut it a fair bit bigger. You know, because you learn by your mistakes. Sonya makes a few sometimes, but that's how you learn. Like I said. Now there's a hole here where I had the pin in it, but anyway. So I can just cut that off there because it's it needs to be. Now I've got a green one. Well, see, I didn't turn that round as far, but or that one either. Look here, I can see that I was struggling to get that on there. I can just tell, you know, I was really struggling. But anyhow, I'm going to, so now these have got to go together like that, okay? Well, I might just do two. Let me turn that around the other way, put it over here a bit. I might just put these two together to show you how to do that. But while I'm just got this bit of thread here, I'm going to show you how I learnt to do these long time back. Well, see, this piece here I've been wanting to use so bad, but it's not going to fit on there, see? It's not going to fit, so I can't do that. Got to just keep it for something else. Could look really good on here somewhere, couldn't it? Give that a bit of lift. A bit of a lift, eh? This could turn out any colours. I like that. I do like that there. I'm gonna pin it there so we can look at it, you know, and see what we think. Now, where's another piece of this? I think I'll do another yellow one. I'll do another yellow one. Where's my little square? See, because these can be used over and over and over and over again, you know, they can be used for so long. People who've got die cut machines might be able to cut them out on their die if they've got that shape. You know, you can cut them out on that. I'm just nicking around there really badly, chopping things up flat out here. So I need a fair bit. Of turnover. Well, look at that, I've come into a bit far there. A bit carried away, didn't I? And that one's not so green, but look, I've got plenty of room, okay? Got plenty of room. I hope everybody's been all good and staying inside and looking after themselves. I know everybody's talking about wanting to get back outside, but gee, I don't want to. I don't want to get out there and after staying in here for, I think I've been two weeks more without actually going near anybody else. Only my husband and me and him have been in here, you know, like that long on our own, so that's good. Without going near anybody, only the postman yesterday, he said. So when I did this, look, I'm just going to stop talking. I've come up just through the fabric. I turned it over, and I just come up through the pieces of fabric. And now I'm going to show you that again anyway, because I was waffling on there. Okay, now, knot, and you just want to put that down there like so, put that over there. Okay. And you pull this across here like this, and you've got it like, you need to have it nice and pointy, the corner. Fold it over and you make a nice mitered corner sort of. Now go up under the back of the fabric only. Just pick up under the back of the fabric. Nothing else. And then you can just do that again, make a stitch on it. And I bet you I was going through the knot there. I bet you didn't think you like I was going through that knot. I need to put a pin in that. Dearie me, where's those little ones again? Oh dear. Oh, they're sitting on that thing on the table, Sonya. That's where it is. Put your piece, put a pin in it, because if you don't, it's going to slide all over the place. Okay, So I've got this now again. I've gone up through the back of there. I haven't got enough up that side. Look at me. I'm all over the place here. It's not working at all. I'm not doing a very good job of this. Pin that on. Right, we've got that. Now we're going to come down over there and back across here, and we went under and we picked up that. We didn't actually because I missed a bit. Look. You'll be able to feel the piece of paper with the needle when you're putting it through. So you'll know how far this is really balking me, this pin. Oh dear. Come here. This little one. Fancy having one pin. I've got a whole heap of them sitting around me somewhere. Okay, so turn it over and straight across there and then come down over here, right? Got a knot? Yes. Go up under the back of this. You're not under the paper, you're just under the fabric. And you just go down in there and get your fabric, right? Sonya, come on. Seems like my hands don't want to help me today. Oh dear. Rightio, now do the other side. Go across to the other side and just pick up that. Don't pick up your paper. This is a very bad pointy bit I've got here on this end here. Don't do that, what I did, okay? And I'll do a back stitch. I'll do a back stitch to hold that. Right? Once you get your first one on, you'll probably be right. Go under there. Not through your paper, just your fabric. And do that, okay? 2 stitches. Just pick up your fabric, not your paper. Righto. Sorry, now I'm nagging. Okay, just go under there and pick up that. Oops-a-daisy, woo, 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 woo. Come on. And then the last one. Take the pin out. Get that pin out of the way. Okay, so you turn that down. You go across here and you go under your fabric. Just the fabric. And the same here. I'm going to have to do this one from the top down. Gee, I hope I didn't pick up that paper. I don't think I did. I would have felt it on the needle surely. And I might come back over to this one and give it another stitch and hold it down a bit better than what it is, so it won't go away from me. Now I've seen people do this with tracing paper. You can do it with a bit of, you know, the sort of stiffer one. Righto, so now this one doesn't come right through. And then you would actually fasten it onto the next thing, the next one, like so. And I'm not going to do that because I'm just going to show you. I'm going to take this out of here now, because you can just take that out because it's not sewed down. You know, yeah, but it's not sewed down. So come on, get out of there. Well, I thought that the what's the name would be easier to get out of here. That something that would people do it with brown paper. You can use any sort you want to. Come on, I can't get hold of this. I used to do my hands started to hurt doing this, doing sewing. I'm not happy about that because I've got arthritis in most other bits of my body, so I suppose now I've got it in my hands, and that's not good. Look, I got it out. Isn't that good? See, and it's done. It's sitting up a bit puffy, isn't it? Isn't that cool? But it's really good, and now I can just use it to put onto something. Whether I put it with that or not, I don't know, because this here now, I'm going to show you how to fasten this one together. See, then you've just got that out, and you don't have to worry about taking out your stitches. And this can even be used even though it's a bit battered about, because I had a bit of trouble getting it out of there, but that won't necessarily happen to you. So I want to put some little stitches on these to join these two together, and I'm going to do it with I want to do it with a nice plain cotton. I've got a bit here somewhere on the table. I know that yesterday the cat took mine, didn't he? Okay, now what have I got here that's just a sewing thread? I'll just have to get around here, get this out of this jar. I can see little bees working around outside in the tree. I can. Come on. Get out of there, please. Oh dear. I probably should use some of these sewing threads one day. Don't think I've ever used them. Only, oh yeah, a few times on the sewing machine. I have. This is snazzy, isn't it? This thing pushes down and you just wrap your thread around and hook it behind there, wherever it is, because I only undone it, so I better put it back. And you push it down through there, and then that pushes back up and it's got your cotton down in there. Isn't that cool? I suppose that was as clear as mud. Sorry about that. I can't explain it again. I've got to get on with this. Right. Now, this is a giant pin. Look at that. It's really old and it's really thick and it's like a nail. Like a nail. It's not good at all. When you're getting into this water today. Right, now let's have a go at this bit. I'll put these two together to show you how this is done. It's really cool. That's too big, that needle. I want something that's fine. I don't want anything that looks like a crowbar. Holding that, I'll never thread that. Rightio. Push through there. That on there. So now you've got your two pieces and you put them together on the back to back like so. Now what you want to do is just pick up the fabric, don't pick up the paper, right? And make the littlest tiniest stitches that you possibly can on here. Little tiny stitches, and don't pick up your paper, okay? This goes across here like so. You can feel whether you'd be going through the paper or not, so you just want to pick up right on the edge there. Like so. I'm getting quite warm in here, but I don't want to turn that fan on. It makes a terrible racket because I haven't been able to get out to buy another one. Don't want to go outside. I've got actually, what I shouldn't have did was, I think I got Jeremy to close the window the other day when I was in here, and it was only open a bit, but it got a little bit of air in, so therefore that was good. So you want these really, really tiny so you can't hardly see them, alright? You don't want to hardly see them at all. And that's how that goes, right? And then you would put another one in here. We don't have, if I was going to, I would put that one in there. And you'd sew it onto this side. Where is the thing? I'd sew it onto this side first. I suppose I could do that, but do I want that much on there? I suppose I could. See how it works. Could go a bit further up here where there's darker colours. Might put it up there. Okay. So I'm going to put this one in here to show you how they put that together. Okay. I'm going to put this side first. Let go. Right. These hands have got to cooperate with me, goodness. So this is really tiny, so you can't see it. Like, you probably can if you look it up really close. I've got my glasses on, so everything seems bigger to me than what it is. I think. Isn't that how it works? Magnifies what you're looking at. Doesn't actually make the thing bigger, just got it hooked around there. Geez, I hope this is only the last stitch. Oh, good. I don't want it to... I hope you can see what I'm doing. That's good. I haven't been able to keep up with a few things too that I'm doing. I've got a lot of work to do with a few different things, but when I have days where I don't feel great, or when things are just, you know, how the world is nowadays, it just go crap sometimes. You don't feel... But this makes it feel so much better if you're doing something creative, eh? You get to put your mind off into the whatever. Cut that off there. And put this across here. And we're going to sew that onto there, okay? Me two pieces together. Actually, you've got 3 corners coming in here together, but they should work with just picking up the 2, I hope. These pieces are not... Oh dear, but look at this camera and see if you can see this. Can you see what I'm doing? Just very short, very small what I'm doing, you know. It's only tiny little stitches. Just picking up the top thread. Get more than just the thread. Get the fabric. You don't all hooked up here. And if you kept going like this, you can make a ball. Ah dear. No, Sonia, we don't want a ball. I don't know how many pieces you put into it to do that, but it's not hard. I think people think things are hard because they've never tried them. You know, like, we can all achieve whatever we have a go at, you know. I think so. There we go. See if you got that look. See, we got one of those. Now, in a world where I could have a bit more time, because I can't now today because it won't be, I'll go over. I'm going to take these, I'm going to iron it, and then I'm going to take these threads out. You can push it down, I suppose, with your fingers. I don't know how that, if it'll hold it very good. It might do. But when you're going to take these pieces out, I don't think it'll hurt. I've got the iron on. I'm going to have to finish this because it's... Whoa, be careful now, you need to cut a hole in that. Gee, I hope I didn't. It was close. It was very close. And see, that's coming unattached because I didn't iron it down. This piece out here, so there it comes out, look. I like the other way better, that you just stitch it down as you go. I suppose ironing it would work, works as well, but I'm going to sew this. I'm going to leave it like that. It's going to upset me. I'm just going to sew around it like I did the other ones, but I've got the guideline there where I pressed it down with my fingers, so I can use that as long as I don't go through both sides. This is a very thin piece of fabric that I've got here. That's probably why it didn't stay pressed down. It's only very thin. So I'll go over here and pick that bit up. But if you press it, I mean, it'll be fine. Because then you're going to put it on your material anyway, onto your piece of work. But doing it the other way, I suppose, that I showed you with this other one, it's going to stay in its place. Oh, I keep getting it caught up, eh? Don't pull it too tight, Sonya. And if you do the back stitch, that won't pull it up. So I just did a little back stitch on each corner, and that didn't pull it up then, see? Okay. Thank you everybody for watching me. I really appreciate you leaving comments. People are very nice. Leave some nice comments. And I really appreciate that you just watch my channel and you like what I do. But I've got, there's lots more things to do. Look at all the stuff I've got in this room. I've got to do things with it, don't I? Okay, so now I've salvaged that, and then I can put it onto something. And if I press it down, I think, because it needs to be, this here, it'll probably go something like that, you know, on there, okay? But that's all I can show you for today, I think, because I'm running out of, I like to kind of do under 40 minutes, and I don't hope I have done. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoy this, and we're going to come back on and do a bit more. So I'm going to leave the links to the other ladies that are doing it, so you can go and have a look at what they're doing, and I'll come back in here and show you a couple more things later on, okay? So thank you for watching. We'll talk to you later. Stay safe. Bye-bye.